Okay, so boom, that time my daddy had to check somebody about me and remind them of what he saved them from because I told on them. Now, in the penitentiary, every now and then you see some gruesome activity. You see something that make you go against penitentiary rules in effect. You see something that make you think, now this is just morally wrong. You gotta do something about this. You should say something about this. But then you got the fight in your mind wondering how it's gonna be perceived or how it can work against you, even though you know there's 150 people in here who probably thinking the exact same thing. But you standing on the principle of mind your business. How many times in life can you say, in a situation where you know you should have said something, you should have stepped in, you probably even should have called the police, but instead you said, I'm gonna mind my business, that ain't got nothing to do with me. Now in the streets, it was plenty of time where me doing certain things and moving certain ways, there were people who knew about these things, but because we was all living a street codes and guidelines, it was understood that, hey, we in the streets. That is what it is. I'm gonna give you a situation where people should have stepped in, did something, or called the police. When I told my brother, hey, pull off. When I made the girl drink the bleach, not only did I make her drink the bleach, stepped over while she was saying her throat was burning. Not only that, went over there one time, made her drink a whole fifth of Hennessy. Went over there another time, made her bend over the stairs, kicked her in the stomach 3 times. It was several things that I had done that people were aware of where they didn't say nothing. They didn't call and check on the person. There are some things that just morally wrong where you have to step in and you have to say, hey, what you got going on? And in this situation, I actually thought my daddy was gonna say something because my daddy know this individual and how he been rocking for years. He lived right next door to us. When I got here, I can't remember brother's name, but if you don't hear my story before, you don't hear me mention it before. But I ain't never gave these said this side of him in the story. He one of them individuals that's real particular about how things gonna go when you live in the cell with him. I seen people like that at Turner Center. I seen people like that at West High when I was no longer GD. I seen people like that at Northwest when I was no longer GD. I have not watched this interview on Dear Son Network, 2 grown men having a conversation. Go check this out. I seen people like that on Close where you got people that got a list of things, whether it be visible or when you move in the cell with them, that's their home, that's their house. These are the house rules in here. You don't flush the toilet when I'm asleep. You don't slam that door too loud when you go out for breakfast. When you see that violation up, you don't knock on the door. You wait till the violation come down. You clean the cell. These are your days to clean. If you ain't cleaning, then there's a breaking. Some people just talk to they cell a certain way or treat them a certain type of way because of what they got going on inside of them. They find things to let out their anger. It's a lot of people like that in life who you got insecurities, you may have low self-esteem, you may be stressed about something. So anything that gives you an opportunity to blow off some steams where it look like you justified, it's really something else going on that just gave you an opportunity to really say all the things that you saying or do the things that you doing, and now you want the person that you verbally or physically or emotionally or spiritually abusing, you want them to say in their head that they deserved it on the action that they did, and they don't even know it's coming from a completely different place. I want to say brother name was G Money, but it was not G Money. I'm gonna get it from my daddy. When I at this point, his cellie done went to the hole because they done found he go to another cell to cook out because his cellie like to drink. He transferring it from another cell trying to come up the steps and the bag bust. When the bag bust, the police see it, The police get up, of course, boom, they hit the code, they come in, and normally they don't take you for the hole for that. When they pat them down, they find something on them, so the liquor bloom and whatever, they take him to the hole. When he go to the hole, as he back there, 9 times out of 10, if you back there 2-3 days and the train ain't ran and they didn't put somebody in your cell, they'll let you go back in your cell. When he come out of the hole, he done let them know he want to go to the top of the hill. So he go to the top of the hill. This the crazy thing. Me and my dad is sitting in the cell one night. We watching basketball. I'm talking to him. He talking back. We conversing. We having a whole little conversation. You hear, and you can hear the muffling. Toom, toom, boom, boom, boom. It sound like they right on the bottom, like boom, 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 on the wall. My daddy just shake his head. I said, man, what's... My daddy said, he probably done did something he ain't had no business doing over there. He was like, man, he been like that ever since I was at Brushy Mountain with him. When you move in that cell with him, it's understood that's it's his cell. If you don't like how he jail, you either finna fight, whoever win, gonna get to keep the cell, or you just gonna realize I don't even want to sell with you, because then at that point he gonna treat you a certain type of way. You gonna feel uncomfortable in there. And in the penitentiary, who wanna feel uncomfortable every day, not knowing where the person mind is that sleep above you or up under you every night, and you in here talking crazy to them and mistreating them, and you don't know if one day this person gonna flash out completely. My daddy say, man, when we were down there at Brushy Mountain one time, we all in the unit. Where my cell at, I'm on the bottom. And where, so I can see on the top. I remember when this dude come in, boo. This dude come in, he go in the cell with a crip. He downstairs. He go in the cell with the crip. The crip a little crazy too, right? Of course, his homeboys always in and out of the cell and this and that or whatever. They get into it one day, but he playing chess with the brother. I can't remember his name. I'm gonna call him G. He used to play chess with G. So he get into it with the 33, man. G tell him he can move upstairs with him. I'm the 9 tray at the time, bro. So when he come holler at me, because we waiting on a brother to get out of the hole that we finna put in the cell with him, he come over and he tell me, man, you know, this how they treating the brother, man. I'm finna move him in the cell with me, and this and that, man, if it's cool, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, as the folks, you know what I'm saying, we want to make sure, and I don't want the brother, you know what I'm saying, he just, my daddy say, I tell him, why you want to move him in there? He say, man, I just want to make sure he's straight, you know what I'm saying? I be playing him in chess. He been telling me how to 33, you know what I'm saying? Like I done told y'all before, making them stand outside the cell when they smoking, probably done made him feel like he got to take charges. He ain't feel that. My dad saying, man, if you move him in there, don't start that mess with dude, man. What you talking about, Joe T, man? What you talking about? My dad is stand up out the bed until he can get, because he animated like me. He talking about, man, what you talking about, Joe T, man? I ain't gonna, man, come on, man. I ain't gonna do the little young brother like that. My dad said, man, you got rules. Man, look, man, I just like to jail a certain way, Joe T. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be in the cell with somebody that's nasty. You know what I'm saying? And then if you ain't got food, you know what I'm saying? I'm looking at it like, you know what I'm saying? If I'm breaking bread with you, it's certain things you supposed to do. My daddy say, like it's your wife or something. Nah, I ain't saying that. I'm saying, Joe T, he in the cell with me. If I'm doing, you know what I'm saying, this certain way he need to be living. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you're cleaner. Make sure you respectful on noise. And when I'm in here sleeping and he running down the list. My dad said, that was up. You know, folk ain't got out of the hole. Yeah, we was expecting, you know what I'm saying, whatever they got going on. They transferred, moved the brother upstairs in the cell with him. My daddy say, I'm standing in the cell one night, boo. My cellie, he on the phone. So I'm going boom. I'm watching. We ain't got the violation up, you know what I'm saying? He looking out the window, you know what I'm saying? So I'm looking out the window in the park. He looking out the back window in the cell, watching for the police to be walking around. So I'm pacing back and forth. You hear gloom, gloom. So I look out real quick. My cellie jump up real quick, cut the phone. He's like, man, what's up, what's up? We don't, at first, you know, cause how the pod set up, they got a stairwell on the backside that they can sneak in, come up the stairwell and be on the bottom, boom, come indoors on the side where you don't see them come in through the front, but very rarely do they use that. So my dad say when he looked in that direction first. Police ain't running in. At that point, you know what I'm saying, he just looking around the park, he see a few lights come on in the unit. You can see people's face, you know what I'm saying, looking outside so they can try to see what's going on. Then you hear the, man, I done told you, bro. Then you hear the door again, boom. My daddy say, at that point, I'm looking up towards G's cell. I can see the noise is coming from his cell. My daddy say, I tell my sister, hey, man, this folk, man, he said, he looking, ain't no telling what going on. My sister say, man, he up there trying to break dude in, man, up there, man, Joe, man, when you told me he was going up there, man, I was up. My dad was like, man, he said he wasn't going to start that mess or whatever. He said, man, if he finna call some undue heat, man, Joe, man, I'm telling you now, man. And then, you know, bro, you know what I'm saying, got some thing going on with some of the guys. My dad said, if it come to the business, he gonna become the business. Point blank, period. My dad say the next day hit, this before they have inspection. G out on the rock, posted up. My daddy come out, said he's standing, having his coffee. He looking up at G, G looking down at him, they looking at each other. G don't say nothing, he speak, he throw up the phone. What up, folks? He's sitting right there, right over the left, hanging over the rail. My daddy say another brother who 2 cells down, come out of the cell, walk down there, stand beside G, and as he's sitting there, he said, I'm observing, boo. I'm just sitting there. I'm waiting for his body language to come off like he done some bull up there. I start seeing this right here. My daddy said, I'm just sitting there. I'm looking, but I ain't looking, right? Both of the folks, they sitting right there laughing and chuckling. My silly come out from wherever he come from. He come over, post up on me. I tell him, look. My dad, he said, my silly say, I'm finna go up there real quick. I said, nah, don't go up there. Don't even worry about it. He said, have his silly came out yet? He said, nah, my dad said, nah, his silly ain't came out the cell yet. My dad said, his silly say, he ain't gonna come out the cell neither. My dad said, he say, cause he can't. And he ain't gonna let him come out of the cell, cause he already know what I done told him. But I already know what he gonna try to say ain't got nothing to do with GD. He disrespected him and all that. He gonna do the whole rundown. I already know how that's gonna go. They still up there kikiing doing all that, right? They make the call out. My daddy say they make the call out. Dude ain't got no job. G got a job. G leave out, boom, go to work. My daddy say he in the unit. He chilling that day. He ain't going down there wherever he work. He chilling. He say he see G silly constantly looking at the violation. Black dude, constantly looking at the violation. So finally, I guess he felt safe. He come out of the cell to go to the shower. He going down there to the shower. Somebody asked him, did he want to play chess? Because he play chess. My daddy say, as he standing right there, the man say, no, I can't, not right now, man. I'll catch you later on. And he speed walking to the shower. He get in the shower, boom, get out, speed walk back up to the cell, close the door, secure the door, don't come back out until G come in. My dad say at that point, you hear it almost every other night. He jumping on it. It finally come to the point where I had to go holler at him. I go holler at the man, ask him what he got going on with his ceiling. Boo, he run down a whole list of all this stuff the man done did wrong. Man, they come and open up the door for breakfast. He on the top, boom. I done already told him, Joe. If they come through, he jump down. I'm talking about using the bathroom, flushing the toilet, washing his hands, doing all this, making all this noise. I ain't saying nothing, Joe T. I ain't saying nothing. He go down there, the child, come back. I done got up, got dressed, he speaking. I'm thinking to myself, oh, he ain't gonna apologize. He thought, I did what, you know what I'm saying? Put the work in. Tell him, man, nah, it's over with. You gonna sit in his head until you understand, man, there's certain things you ain't gonna be doing up in here, and that, cause that's disrespectful. My dad said, man, I looked at the man like he was crazy. It come down to the point where he get to fighting with his cellie in the cell. He finally fighting back. The police come up there, boom, they take the man to the hole. I seen them do it 2-3 times. 2-3 different people. White, black, even had a Mexican in the cell with him, boo. I said, dude, what? Now he doing it with this dude he done had moved from his hometown that he know. He done moved the man in the cell, jumping on. This man done been in and out of the penitentiary. He done moved this man in the cell. You hear do. He mumbling. Morning time hit. He come over. He lean because where his door is at, it's enough for him to come out of his door, tap on the side. If we open the door, bloom. We right here face to face like this here. So he leaned out the door, bloom, tapping on the door. Hey, B. Joe. My daddy, hey, boo, see what he want real quick. I'm standing right by the sink, so I popped the door, bloom. He stepped a little bit. He stepped in. Hey, man, let me get a shot of coffee too. My daddy say, nah. Come on, Joe, man. He see our bags right there, our food bags. Man, come on, Joe, man. You got all that coffee, man. My daddy said, what's up, man? He closed his door. Bloom. He stepped in the cell. Man, bless his cell. What you talking about? Bloom. What's up, Joe? What you talking about? Man, you don't need no shot of coffee, man. You trying to see if I heard what happened last night? Nah. What happened last night? Me. I said, hey, man, what you got going on with yourself over here? You don't know what we got going on. Police hear something come up here doing all. Oh, no, wasn't nothing like that. So, oh, damn, y'all heard that, yo? My dad said, why is you still on that? On what? Man, you been doing the same thing for years, man. Then you end up fighting with yourself. You done been stabbed before. You done been in the clothes. The administration know this what you be on. Man, it wasn't even nothing like it. Joe, we sitting in there laughing. I got the jack in there, right? I got the jack in there. I done told him, watch the door. So I'm here talking to baby. The TV playing too, right? It is low. The TV playing low. So I done told him, put the headphones in while he's standing right there, right? So, we got the lounge up. He done moved the TV. Joe, he take the TV off the table. He put it up, where on the shelf, where the wire long enough for him to stand at the door with the headphones, Joe. So I'm thinking, cool, he gonna stand right there with the headphones, he gonna stand right there with the headphones. Police getting ready to do their count. He done told me. He took the head, hey, police, they on the bottom. So I'm like, all right, cool. Let me know when they come upstairs. I'll just tell her, hold on, you sit down or get on the top bunk. We'll sit right here like we watching TV. You hear me talking? This man, they coming around, Joe. They coming around. He got the headphones on. He watching the door. He know they coming upstairs. As they coming upstairs, Joe T, he tell me, all right, they coming up the stairs. Why he still standing right there, Joe? He beat on the door, laughing at the TV. Man! And get to laughing. Joe T, I almost lost my mind in there. I told him, man, come over here, sit down, man. You don't already see the police. Come on, Joe, I got the phone here. Man, oh, my bad, man. I forgot I had the headphones on. Joe T for the police and got the door. Smacked him. He told me, man, you ain't done. I told him, man, just let the police get by. He knew what time it was, Joe T. I already told him what it is. My dad said, so he just let you smack him. We ain't had no choice, Joe T. I got the knife on me. My dad said, you ain't even say that. Yeah, I got the knife under the pillow. He already know that. But the knife kind of poking out, so when I bang, boom. You know what I'm saying? I'm letting him know. I done already. My dad said, why you didn't say that at first? And what I'm telling you now. Police come back, do the count. He get back up, put the headphones on. He's standing on the door. I finished talking to baby. I finished talking to her, right? I get out the phone. I tell him, oh, you good? Joe T, he take the headphones off. He unplugging the headphones from the TV, getting ready to hit him like that, Joe T. Hit him like that. He told me, let me go. I'm sorry. Joe T, I push him. He turn around. Hey, why you do that? Man, why you do that, Joe T? I smack him again, boom. He act like he want to try me. Boom, I grab him. Boom, we go down on the bed. When we go down on the bed, that's probably when y'all heard it, because when I went on the bed, probably, Joe T, he punched me in my side two times, Joe T. I done hit him with the elbow. And I tell him, boy, you better hope the police don't, the police come. Oh, get you. Joe T, I reach. By the time I started reaching for that knife. He quit moving. All right, man. I told him, man, you better get up there and go to sleep. Man, quit playing with me. Don't do that no more, man. Don't do that no more. Joe T, I done ran the rules down to him too many times. My dad said, I ain't got no coffee. My dad said, don't do that, man. Get you somebody else in the cell, man. Hey, don't be doing that. Ain't you know this, man. I can't get no shot for Joe T. I said, man, yeah. I'll give you a shot at my coffee. My dad said, boo, don't give him nothing. Don't give him nothing, man. Because that man don't deserve that over there. That man watching the door for you. Man, Joe T, man, could have hit the police. Man, you know them police won't finna come in here, man. You doing that because that's what you've been doing all your life, man. And you only doing it to people that you know you could get away with. Man, Joe T, I done fought several myself, Joe T. Yeah, after they done realize you probably gonna kill them in there. But you doing it to people that you done already peeped out. We been in the penitentiary long enough to read weakness, man. We've been in the penitentiary long enough to know who we can manipulate. We've been in the penitentiary long enough to know who gonna allow certain things to happen because they scared. They want to go home. They don't want to lose their life. And then on top of that, you got all that time, man. You know that man done been to the penitentiary before. You know what's going on, so you probably already know. I ain't suck on the town, Joe T. My dad said exactly. Petty crime. Always doing stuff. Then he want to come in here, Joe T. He want to come in here and then think he want to act like he this and act like he that. Whole time I know what's up. I ain't never getting out of here, Joe T. My dad said, see, you are taking your frustrations out on because you feel, he keep getting out there on the street, doing what he doing. Then he come back, then he come in here. I'll choke him out again. My dad said, come on up at my cell, man. All right. Little Joe, man, you did, my dad, come on, man. Quit talking to my son, man. Come on out the cell. All right. He stepped out the cell, boom. Go over in the cell next door, boom. Close the door. You don't hear nothing. I said, ain't no way I go for nothing like it. My daddy, man, boo, you be surprised. He getting ready. You be surprised, boo. What be going on in a lot of these cells. And these people be letting them talk to them in kind of way, treat them in a kind of way. I done been in a lot of situations, man, where I done had to check people and take up for people that wasn't folks doing them in a kind of way on the strength of using GD, you know what I'm saying, to treat these, because these people thinking GD gonna come behind them. Now, GD, we ain't come behind it. We ain't come behind it. My dad, boom, go to work. They call it, I go to work. We come out. When I come in from work, G standing on the cell. I got the picture of what my dad explained in my head about the violation thing. As I'm walking, coming up the steps, I can see his violation is up. It's a Friday, his violation up. Boom, I'm coming up the stairs. G, what's up, Joe T? He said, man, your dad is straight? I said, yeah. He turned around off the thing like he turning his attention to come in the cell. So I hit the door, go in. He, man, hey, little Joe, man, he standing right by the door. So I kind of turn, you know what I'm saying? I turn, I'm backpedaling, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, what's up, G? Man, look, what I was saying last night, Joe T, man, come on, man. Joe know how this go in here, man. Man, I done did time with your daddy, man. Man, your daddy done been hard on some people before, whether he's selling or not. When he done laid down the law, did what this is, man. You know, when your daddy was, you know what I'm saying? Man, I done seen your daddy, man, I'm talking about iron fist, man. I'm talking about lay the law down, little Joe. So, when I'm telling him that last night, you know what I'm saying, I'm thinking, I said, man, I don't know what to tell you. Man, I don't know if it's because you up here or what, you know what I'm saying? I know he ain't, you know what I'm saying? I know he retired. And I'm thinking to myself, he slick telling on my daddy, right? I don't know if it's because he retired, you know what I'm saying? He trying to be a role model for you or what, but man, your daddy know how this go in here. Man, I got the toy now, he in there beating on the old thing, police coming up here, you know what I'm saying? I ain't know if it's a slick check-in move, what, for the police pilot the door and, hey, what's going on? I don't know, none of that, you feel what I'm saying? So, really, that's why I'm checking him, you feel what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't nothing, like I had to put him in their place, you know what I'm saying? Let him know, hey, up here, hey, look, he stepping in the scene. He over right now. Look, ain't no coming there all weekend. Ain't no activity, nothing. I'm talking about no gym, no yard, no working out, nothing. You know what I'm saying? Take a bird bath in the sink. You feel what I'm saying? Man, it's the penitentiary. I don't care about none of that. Ain't no going to microwave or nothing. You know what I'm saying? You the hot water in the sink. Playing with me. Ain't playing with dude, man. Then if he butt me, I said, hey, like my dad said, man, I ain't got the time, man. I'm just saying, though, man. Dude, man, daddy know how to go. He know how to go for real. He could have gave me that shot of coffee. He step out of the cell, close the door, boom. I hear the door, boom. He go in, boom. Close the door. I come out, go to the shower. The little Indian junk here. I'm walking to the shower, bow legs, from a 7 to a 10. I'm talking about middle of my body like this here. I'm walking, she. What's up? What's up, big head? What's up, little head? I go to the shower, boom. She come out of the cave. She come out, hey, see y'all? Hey, see y'all? I turn around like, come on, bro. You see what's going on? And she following me. You know what I'm saying? She, I'm going to get you some toilet paper. I already told you. I go, shower shoes on, boom, boom. Step in, secure the door, boom. By the time I turn around, look out the little window, boom. She posted up back to me, little tootie booty, standing right there. You know what I'm saying? I look for a little shake. You know what I'm saying? I come out of the shower, you know what I'm saying? Water just glistening all over my body. She turn around. What's up, she all done? You know what I'm saying? She mob off with a little smirk, you know what I'm saying? When I'm walking, I see G standing back on the thing. I come up, violation still up. I'm aware he in there, can't come out. I go in the cell, boom. Look out the back window. My daddy coming in. So I'm already knowing, come out of the cell. I post up, G a little down. He, Big Joe. My daddy look up, don't even really pay him no attention, cause he ain't feeling what happened. My daddy come in, go in the cell. He pulled the same move on me. My daddy, man, watch out, man. Come on, man. You know I just got in here. My daddy secured the door, boom. G say, man, Big Joe mad at me, man. Big Joe mad at me. My daddy don't go straight to the shower. He put his workout clothes on. He step out of the cell. What's up, G? He post up. As he posted up, man, I wasn't trying to be disrespectful or nothing. I was just telling your son. He was like, man, don't be telling my son nothing, you know what I'm saying? Don't be telling my son stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? My son, you know what I'm saying? If I want to tell him, I'm going to tell him. Nah, I'm just, Joe, this the penitentiary, bro. Come on. My daddy say, man, like I said, that ain't straight. All three of us turn around simultaneously at the same time as he said it. My daddy look at G to see what he gonna do. My dad, he scrunch his face up. What? I look down at the Indian joint. She look up. You hear him. I need to go to the microwave. Ain't no microwave. He say it loud. I'm looking down. She heard what he say. He turned back around. My daddy. All right. He go in the cell, break down for the shower, come out for the shower. I thought you finna work out. I don't even want to work out no more. I don't even. Man, come on, Joe. He walk on to the shower. Boom. Take a shower. I come downstairs. She see me coming downstairs. She standing over. I'm finna go play chess. I'm watching the chess game. Where I'm standing, she's standing over on the other side. So as the chess game going, you know what I'm saying? She asked me, you gonna play next? I'm like, yeah. So she staying right there. I play a game of chess. My daddy come out of the shower. He got his shower bag. He stand over me for a little minute. He see I miss a move. He said, nah, he ain't nothing like me. The officer say, what? He say, he gonna see it in a minute. The dude I'm playing say, man, come on, man. You telling your son stuff. Come on, man. You telling your son stuff, Josie. So at that point, I'm looking. I see it. Checkmate in 3. Boom, 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 boom. You know what I'm saying? My daddy gone up. G still standing right there. My daddy ain't hearing it. He go in the cell. I get up from playing chess. I'm walking towards the step to see. She asked me what's going on. I don't say nothing. We go in. I go upstairs. I tell her, man, this is prison. I go upstairs, wait for my dad to finish breaking down the shower. Boom. He come. I step in the cell, close the door. Boom. My dad say, "What he said to you, boo?" I said, "Who?" G. I said, "Oh, man, he was just saying when y'all was at, you know what I'm saying, he done seen you be hard on people, you know what I'm saying, concerning the penitentiary." My dad say, "I ain't never treated nobody like that, boo. I'm aware of people's addictions in here, what people done been through. Now, have it been times where I done had to let people know, hey, don't play with me? Yeah. But to really just take advantage of somebody that I know ain't gonna take up for themselves, you know what I'm saying, they scared of him. I never did that, boo. I ain't never did that. So whatever he said, get that out of your head if he planted that seed, because it ain't never went down like that. I done had situations where people done owed me. People done owed me money, or we done some kind of form of business, and then they feel like they could play with me. And I done, on the strength of that, regardless of if they gonna go hard or not, if they gonna stick somebody or not, this business. So this how this gonna go. And I ain't doing on the strength of GD coming behind me. I'm doing it on the strength of this is what it is. He preying on people. That's the difference. Commercial break me, please. That's what it was with me in the street. I ain't never really just move on the basis of preying on people. I feel like this is just a way of life. Versus you got other people who doing things probably on when they get high, or people they feel that, me, there was no picking and choosing. Anybody could have got it. It's just a way of life of just how I seen it. Whatever come with that, come with that. Not only that, I ain't never been the person who sit back, because I ain't really never liked bullies, even though a lot of people are trying to say I was a bully. I bullied bullies because I'm seeing you doing it for a whole different reason as to why the way I do things. But when you sit back and you watch people who prey on people, and then once they get them in a position they desire to have them, how they go even harder to keep them, I ain't never been that dude. So when my dad is saying what he's saying, I get exactly what he's saying. I ain't praying on nobody. When it come to that, I'm that. Point blank, period. What Gay say? When you cross that line, you will be met with brute force. Point blank, period. So when my dad explained that, he was like, and then he was like, man, it was several times where, it wasn't none of my business. It wasn't none of my business. And because of the environment we lived in, even though it was parts of me that was like, man, this ain't right, I had to wait for things to be said, or I get what he was saying. Because even as GD, when I was chief of security, I knew to say, now if they come to GD, you know what time it is. Because I'm already seeing what you saying and what you doing is wrong. And on the basis of the guidelines of how we live, and we in the penitentiary, I can't just interject and do it, because it'll make the people that I'm connected to, affiliated with, look at me like, what? And it'll make the institution look at me like, what? That's soft. Because we supposed to, so I gotta wait for certain things to happen in order for me to interject and then show that you the issue. So when my daddy say that, I ain't never even like that. Even though I have the capacity to say within myself, it is what it is. That's where we at. I can say that. But in my mind, I'm saying, when the opportunity presents itself though, I'm gonna get you for that. I did it several times myself. You probably have too. So in this situation right here, my dad saying, even now, I'm positive it's probably some of the folks in here who done time with him, or before you got here, before I got here, this ain't the first time he did it. But a lot of people know probably this is, so I get that in my head. Saturday hit, man don't come out the shower. Man don't come out. I got this in my mind, this man got the Sunday hit. G go to visit, man still don't come out. Microwave, shower, nothing. He just in there. And then he probably ain't even letting him watch TV. Ain't no telling what the case is. Monday come, methane and PI cuddle is here. But he come out this day. It's inspection. He got to come out. He black, so it ain't no bruise. You know what I'm saying? However, everything look normal. He do something before her shift. Metheny P.I. Kudu ain't seen him since Friday. So he do something in the account, boom, he on punishment again. I go in, and cause you can hear him. I go in the cell, cause I'm standing outside, my daddy in the cell, so both of us can hear him. I step in the cell, I'm like, Daddy, man, this dude, my dad said, I don't hear it, it's gonna catch up with it. I come back outside the cell, boom, she coming in, she get her stuff together, she called for me to come down. I come down, instead of going in the cage right off the back, I'm leaning on the cage. She was like, I'm finna get ready to do she was like, you wanna walk with me? I like, nah, just tell me when you through. We catch up real quick. She can boom room. She go do her thing. I sit down, watch the spade. She come back. I go in the cage. This I'm standing up right by the door. I got them gray sweats on, you know what I'm saying? I got a leg cocked up so she can see what's going on with the middle of my body, right? She say, your neighbor never. I said, what? I know you came, but your neighbor. I said, when you get a chance, go check on him. That's all I said. When you get a chance, go check on him. She looked like. Because she know if I'm saying that, it's an issue. She said, you not going to? I said, all I can say is, if you get a chance, check on him. She said, okay. We leave it alone. We finished talking. I go upstairs. I don't tell my daddy. I go in the cell, bloom. We in there chilling. She ain't even waited long enough for me to be gone. G walk off. I'm knowing, because it made sense. That's why she came. G done walked off. As he walked, you hear him say, what's up? You can see his shadow pass by the door. I know his voice. He walk off. I heard, the cage done closed. I hear the key. You can hear up the steps. Boom, boom, boom. Inmate, top walk, up top walk. She shut up. Everybody, Jeff, you can hear, people, dang, what's up, man? You always, they just being friendly, kicking it with her. She take the opposite way. She come around, I'm guessing she looking in cells at this point, because there she up top, looking in window, up top, looking in window. You can hear when she getting close to our cell. She get to our cell, and you hear, house cell. She open door. She get to our cell. I don't know if she done did this to every door. She get to his cell, key in door. You hear G, hey, CO, man, come on. She's pop her head in. Me and my dad is sitting right there. I look at my dad look at me and my dad are looking at each other. We listening to see if we can hear. G walking over there. Hey, my son is straight. What's up, CO? Dang. By the time he really giving it out, all you hear is, you hear the cold. Man, what you? Police come in. G standing on the cell. They coming up the stairs to see what's going on. She telling them, he ain't been out of the cell. Boom. At this point, me and my daddy come out of the cell. G standing with his back on, he looking like this. Man, I don't know what she got going on. The celly started talking about being sick. She said, have he put in a sick call, this and that. They put him on pending investigation. Boom, instantly. Take him out of, they got him, and they got to cuff him. They put him in cuff, walk him out. Take him out of the building. My daddy look over at G-Money look. Boom, we walk back in the cell. He don't know my daddy don't know what's going on. We sitting there chilling. My dad said, man, I'm so glad they got him out of here, man. However, you know what I'm saying, by the grace of God, man, and do. I ain't telling my daddy nothing. I come out of the cell, G back over there where he was at. He kind of look over at me. I look over at him, you know what I'm saying? He look back over. He kind of tap dude like that, boom. He walk out. When he walk out, he come over and he was like, hey, Lil Joe, he was like, man, when you were down there, when you walked off, and then you came up to the cell, and then, did she say anything about my cell? I'm like, nah. Man, that look crazy as ever, bro, because you were just down there, and then she just got up. I said, what you saying? I ain't saying nothing. I'm just knowing, come on, man. My daddy popped the door. What's up, boo? talking to me. I said, ain't nothing going on. He said, man, I was just wondering if your son, you know what I'm saying, if she said something before she came up here. My dad said, come and say it real quick. Holler at me. He was like, what's up, Big Joe? He was like, come here real quick. He walk in, bless his said, I walk in behind him. He turned his back to the wall like this here. I closed the door. Bloom. My dad said, I heard what you just asked my son. What you insinuating? I ain't insinuating nothing, Joe. I was sitting on the rail. I see your son down now. Then she went and did her count. Boom. He sitting. He watching the game. He watching the table, right? I ain't watching him, but I see what's going on. I'm just recalling everything. How she came to my cell. I said, then she ain't started popping those, Joe, till she got around her behind where I was at. You feel what I'm saying? So then she finished the count. Boom. Your son back down there. My dad said, let me stop you right there. Because I don't even know who else you done talked to at this point, because it's been a little few since they took him out of there. But let me remind you of the time I made sure you was straight down there. Man, that ain't what, but hold on, Joe, hold on. Nah, because they wanted to kill you. They wanted to get you. They still talk about it. I don't know what's going on at this point. I'm thinking to myself, hold on, what's happening right here? He was like, man, look, Joe, it wasn't even nothing like that. Even when they were saying what they were saying, my daddy said, no, it wasn't a rumor that was being said. Somebody went and hollered, and this person said that. Before it got there, I went on and killed it. Because on the stripper, I already knew how this was finna go. I just wasn't trying to have my hands involved in it. Had it had continued to go on, then that's what it was gonna be. Now you want to sit up here and ask my son, did he say something to that? Knowing my son ain't moving like that. Knowing my son ain't getting down like that. You don't want to see it as how you was in here treating this person that just so happened, coincidentally, that this was a blessing in disguise, man. Because you would have kept doing what you was gonna keep doing what you were doing, and you don't know that man sleeping above you. He could have got up one night and decided to stab you. You don't know, man. Ain't worried about none of that. No, you ain't hearing what I'm saying. Regardless of why or how, you ought to be thankful that it did. Not only that, now you ought to reconsider doing it again before somebody move in, when they move somebody else in their cell. Because you keep doing it for whatever reason it is, homie, and evidently you still ain't healed from whatever it is. You just keep doing it to the next person. I don't know how it make you feel powerful, make you feel in control or whatever it is, but listen to me, you're going to keep doing it all your life, and then it's finally going to come to a point somebody going to put you in the grave. Do you hear me, G? Somebody going to put you in the grave, man. Man, I wasn't trying to say nothing about your son, man. I was just, come on. My daddy got his hand. Come on now. All right, folks. All right, Lil Joe, ain't wasn't nothing like that, bro. I was just, really, dude got in my ear, I went back over and my daddy said, who? He told my daddy who it was. My daddy said, G, tell him I said, come here. G stepped out and said, hey, come here real quick. My dad said, you can step out, G. Let me holler at him myself. He stepped out of the cell. Dude stepped in. What's up, Lil Joe? What's up, Big Joe, man? Bless his cell. What's up? Boom. I closed the door. Boom. My dad said, hey, don't play with my son. Who? I ain't saying nothing about Lil Joe. I'm gonna say it one more time. Hey, don't play with my son. Whatever dude got going on over there, he brought that on himself. My son ain't have to do, hey, don't play with my son. I'm sitting there, I said, what did you say about me anyway, homie? I ain't really say nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm, Lil Joe, Big Joe, I wouldn't even play with your son like that. G came over to me and was saying, do boom, boom, boom. And I was just saying, my dad said, nah, don't do that. I didn't say nothing though, Big Joe. I just was saying, yeah, Lil Joe was down there. He could. Lil Joe always down there talking to her though. My dad said, but did you say that? No. My dad said, well, it looked like you might have been agreeing with what was being said, and you know where we at and how this can go. I apologize. He said, "Nah, don't apologize to me. You right, Lil Joe. I wouldn't even." I said, "Yeah, don't do that." Nah, I apologize. You good? My dad said, "Yeah, we good." He stepped out of the cell. Blue. My dad is standing right there. He said, "Boo." I said, man, look, I'm down there talking to him. My dad said, you ain't got to tell me. He said, you ain't done nothing wrong. He said, it's been plenty of time, like I told you before. I wish I would have said something. But you know what I'm saying? Good thing I'm here, you know what I'm saying, to make sure, you know what I'm saying, it is what it is. Because regardless of what they think, they know they wrong. They know they wrong, and it wasn't nothing wrong with what you done. And we're going to leave that just like that. Because sometimes it is what it is. We ain't going to talk about this no more. GD on that. My dad said, GD on that. I said, but you ain't the phone no more. He said, you ain't neither. I said, you right.